Hey guys, welcome back. We have something really cool to show you guys today. We had a subscriber reach out to us and offer something that we could not pass up. Tristan got it, and we're gonna go ahead and go pick it up. This thing is amazing, and it's really gonna bring the Bonneville to the next level, so we're gonna go ahead and go grab it. All right guys, we're on our way. Just wanted to take this moment to remind you to like the video, helps it get out, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to pick up this new part. This will basically bring the Bonneville to a new level, which is amazing. So we're gonna head on out there and go pick it up. We got the swaggin' in cargo hold mode, and yeah, we'll be back. All right guys, so we got the package acquired. Look at this thing.
It's a mechanical turkey, by
It's a
the way.
mechanical turkey. Heck yeah. This is like the type of place that we need for Jury Garage, just something like a small shop with like a lift right here.
Yeah, that'd be good. There used to be a lift over there.
As is a glass man, you know. So
yeah, drop off the GL.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get this loaded up. The swaggin let us down for once. This fucking struts decided to just go out randomly. So we got the old air compressor wedged in the hatch trick. So we're gonna go ahead and load this up, and yeah, let's see if we can actually.
Oh, this is gonna be a struggle. This
I know.
I know. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, where is a good spot to grab?
Pretty much right on the side right there, and then right. Yep. We need to lift up the front a little bit to get it over that way.
Holy crap.
Awesome. And then I just scoot it a little bit more forward so it doesn't push that back glass. And then I have tie downs too if we want to use any.
We have anchors around here, I think.
They're ratchet straps, but we can still use them.
Yeah, kind of a struggle with the hatch not working with us, but yeah, we got in here. This is a nice case. It's got these clips so it doesn't open up. Tristan paid for this thing actually, so the container as well. It's part of the deal, so we're gonna go ahead and get it strapped down, and we'll see you back at the house. Always love the P&W this time of year where it gets all misty and foggy. Don't like the rain though, but it's pretty nice up here. All right guys, we're back. So we're probably gonna need to move the Mustang because the car is parked all the way over there and it is really heavy. So we're gonna back up
What's
here.
really heavy, Davis?
The new part.
The surprise.
Yeah, the surprise part. So we're probably gonna move this transmission off the dolly just to set it on. Basically, pull it out of the car, set it down, and we'll roll it into the garage where we will open it and finally reveal what part we got for the Bonneville.
All right, you start up the Mustang boy.
Let's see if it starts.
It will.
The battery might be dead.
It will do it. First time. Oh Jesus! I tripped on that. Ooh yeah. It did. It sounds good. Sometimes it has trouble starting in the cold.
Yeah, it just needs a retune. The startup tune, or cold start tune, is not good, for sure. I've never gotten it right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it now.
I really love those taillights he got, and spoiler. I think Davis's Mustang is the best looking car in the fleet. Yeah, we're gonna back this wagon in because she heavy girl.
Yeah, I mean we could crab walk it all the way over here
and die.
We don't want
if you and Isaiah had trouble with it, you know that I'm gonna have trouble with
it.
it.
The freaking engine lift. That might be a clue to what it is.
Ooh, could be an engine. Put your guesses now in the comments. Could be an engine, to use the engine stand for, the engine lift. Spoilers, it's not an engine. Yeah, we got too many spare parts. Got turbos everywhere. We got freaking subframes, transmissions. I guess this is a good problem to have, maybe. But I think I'm gonna put this on the carpet. Just gonna set you there. It's kind of nice how light these T5s are.
Yeah, it's actually a giant freaking supercharger. We're ditching the turbo idea here.
It's so nice how light these things are. The fact that I can pick this up by myself is really good.
Yeah.
All right, what's in the swaggin', Davis?
So I already showed you guys, but the hatch struts are dead.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Do we have a 2x4?
Here, let me see if Isaiah has any of those strap movie things. He said he had them at work.
Oh yeah, he. Oh, you know what? A clamp could work too. Do we have any of those clamps that have rubber on the ends? The smaller ones? He's definitely got them somewhere.
Vice grip might work too.
A vice grip definitely would work. We just might damage it if you do it too tight.
Yeah.
Where's all his where are they all at? Oh yes, that's exactly what we need. Grab one or two. For safety.
Yep. Watch this slide down.
Well, once we get both of them on, let's test them. Alright, let's test.
More. Yeah,
Oh,
those
it'll
have
work.
redundancy.
Yeah, it'll work. Good. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to push. Ugh. She a heavy girl.
Here, you want to get the camera?
It's recording right now.
Where is it?
It's on the Camaro's hood.
Okay, so we'll lift from the bottom to get up here.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Here. So grab here, and can you reach in the back at all, or?
I can grab this side piece, but okay, here let's get it on the ledge. Oh my goodness. This is slippery.
Lift
Holy
up.
shit. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, we're not on it all the way.
Yeah, here, lift up and grab the back of the dolly. No, lift, put your hand here, and lift, and then grab the bottom of the dolly. Motherfucker.
Oh, well, we got it on enough.
There we go. Grab
Okay.
my shoelace.
Alright.
Here, 1 second, so I can grab my shoelace. Oh boy, that wins you doing that for sure.
It really
Lifting up something that heavy. Yeah, so now we need to figure out how to unpin these.
What in the world?
I think you just
You have to bend them? You have to bend them out of the way?
yeah, they pop out somehow. Here, I might need to get like a plier or something.
I think we will need pliers, yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and basically take the pins off, cut the duct tape, and we'll be back when we're lifting off the top of the package here. But you can see it's a big unit. All right, guys, we figured out those pins. I don't know where they went.
Oh, I just put them on the workbench.
Yeah, basically on the part right here, I just grabbed it, tweaked it up, and then it pulled out where the straight pin goes through. So just basically off and then out that way, and you can retain them. Also, a normal type pin works for it, but I guess here we go. Boom. So this guy's here is effectively like a built transmission for the Bonneville. It has, and the biggest bonus to this whole thing is that it has the Quaife LSD in it. So this thing is like the highest end limited slip differential. It's like a torque vectoring LSD. So you'll have like amazing launches, no wheel hop, nothing like that. And the guy Tristan bought it from, who was a subscriber, also included his 245 mil 2500 stall converter. So this thing is also incredibly badass.
Yep, ZZP flexplate, stage 1 axles, which I can't use, but I appreciate anyways. And brand new flex plate and torque converter bolts. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
Amazing, because
I like new hardware.
the torque converter bolts we have right now are ones of our own that we cut.
Yeah, it's not
So
good.
that's good.
You know what? I'm gonna have to see what year of Grand Prix this came out of. Mine doesn't have these electronics. I think we could just switch it over probably, but I think this might
This
be
is a
for
shifter.
Yeah,
Or gear selector.
but it doesn't have any of this.
Yeah. I mean, if it's just a gear selector, it's as simple as removing it and just putting ours on.
That's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it is. I just know that 2003 and past have like electronics that I don't have.
Yeah.
That like I'm pretty sure this is probably for the paddle shifters.
Oh, it came with paddle shifters. Now you get to
one.
wire some paddle shifters into your.
That would be cool. I've always wanted to, but you know you need the transmission to do it. I'm gonna have to figure out if that's what that is. I'm wondering if we'd be able to pop the diff cover out with it in the box.
I want to see if we can, because I want to see the Quaife differential, honestly.
I see it too. Well.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move some of this. Oh, it's got stock cooler lines and everything. Yeah, we can take the converter out. I wonder if it leaked everywhere.
Oh, it did.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip it back over. I mean, he stuffed a rag in there, so that is a very small converter.
It is. It is pretty light too.
This thing is also one of the coolest parts of this.
Where can I put this?
Here.
It's all like
Oil.
It's a little wet.
Just put it on the ground for now.
A little damp. All right. I'll put it somewhere out of the way.
Yeah, one awesome thing about that ZZP converter is it's much smaller and lighter than a stock L67 converter.
Yeah.
As well as this flex plate is lighter than the stock one.
Which I can't believe, because like the stock one is a dinky piece of shit one.
Yeah,
but,
so ultimately less rotating mass, that's less parasitic loss on the motor, so you'll make more horsepower just by that, because you're rotating less. And then it will make it so it's softer on the input shaft. Again, less rotating mass. And it's a 2500 stall converter, so in Tristan's specific situation, having an M90 supercharger and high gearing for because we're gonna have to transfer over your 329 gear ratio, you'll get into the RPMs much faster, so you'll get power quicker to the ground. It's really what's going to make launches like super good at the track.
Yeah,
So
that would
awesome.
be exciting, because it's like a two for one deal, you know. The differential and the torque converter are both gonna increase the speed of the car.
I'll have to go through, or Tristan will send me over what he has information receipt wise. Oh wow, he even has AN lines for these, for at least one of these trans cooler lines. He has AN fitting. But yeah, Tristan will have to send that over, because realistically, this transmission is like, I don't know, probably $4 to $6 grand worth of parts.
It seems like that.
Because we're not going to say how much we got it for, but the differential itself, like if you were to buy new, is like over $2 grand, like $2 to $3 grand.
Yeah, the differential is worth like it's worth about or more than I paid for the whole transmission. So it's that's why I had to do it. It's such a good deal.
Yeah, you got the 300M input shaft. It already has a inch and 7/8 chain. We're going to be transferring over our inch and 7/8 chain that has the sprockets for the 329 gear ratio. Right now this has like a 2, what kind of gear ratio it has? 293?
It should have 293.
So 293 gear ratio in this right now. So
should.
We want that aggressive gear ratio with the 392 and the high stall. Just blow your axles out. You're gonna have an axle problem now.
Which is exactly why you gave me those.
Yeah, those stage 1 axles would be awesome, but those are for a Grand Prix and not a Bonneville.
So I don't think they'll fit. Yeah, in fact, actually, ZZP says the passenger side on any car with that transmission will be the same. So you could use essentially like a stage 1 axle, but the driver's side is different for every car.
So you could theoretically use one of those.
use one. But wouldn't make really much sense because it'd probably just ruin the weakest link at that point.
Well, then you just stock up on
axle.
On
yeah, like Kyle,
side.
you know,
Yeah.
just buy axle after axle. And James.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it has a shift kit. I mean, with all the work done to it, I imagine it probably should have a shift kit, but it's something we need to confirm.
Yeah, these are aftermarket mounts too, which I can't use.
You cannot use, yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, we're definitely just going to be selling those Stage 1 axles and the mounts, as well as probably, I don't know what else off of this we're going to be selling. Probably
just the mounts and the axles.
And we could sell the chain.
Oh, and the chain, yeah.
Yeah, inch and 7/8 chain. These come stock with a dual chain.
And sprockets.
And they're kind of weak.
Oh, and input shaft.
But this has
4340.
Oh yeah, from your other one.
Input shaft.
So we'll have a 4340 input shaft.
And new torque converter stock for a Bonneville.
Yeah, Tristan had a spare stock converter to swap into it. Now that we have the better upgraded one, we'll have a stock L67 converter, stock L67 flex plate, unless we want to keep it for whatever reason. We'll have the inch and 7/8 chain and 293 sprockets, so you'll have the gearing upgrade as well. I guess, I don't know what these gears come stock in there.
So, like, the sprockets will be for the 293 gearing. So
that's stock gearing?
Yeah,
okay.
It will be. So
if you want to mess with your speedo, I guess.
I'm not sure if, like, the sprockets for this one will be aftermarket. It's most likely just the bigger chain on the stock sprockets, I think, is possible. So that's probably what's in it. But we have no actual clue.
Also, we have the new differential too, if you want to sell that from your old trans, unless that's totally fucked.
I don't think it's fucked, but I just don't think it's worth selling, but it could be. I mean,
we can keep it as a spare.
It was $180 or $200 for a reconditioned one. So if anyone wanted to shoot me a price, I'd sell it.
Yeah, well, we have to inspect it first, see if it's even good to keep going.
Yeah.
But
I haven't done too many burnouts.
We should try lifting this up and out so we can take off the diff cover and check the Quaife.
We might be able to.
Yeah, we'll try maneuvering it here, guys, and we will be back when we're checking it, because we actually still haven't seen if the Quaife's in there.
Yeah,
that's
which
the
is what
biggest
I want to see.
question
I just
mark.
want to see the Quaife.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and lift it up and take that out. Got the transmission propped up, and you can see it's got Allen head bolts for the cover, which is definitely not stock, and then you can see there's no cross pin in there. So it's 100% an aftermarket differential, at least. You can see the cross pin. Oh baby. Oh man, look at that.
Damn.
That thing looks fucking awesome.
Look over here.
Oh yeah. Quaife.
Okay,
That's it, guys.
Let's get a light on there.
Hell yeah.
That thing looks spicy. Look, I didn't even know it's made in the UK, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yep, this is the same company that, like, Kyle the Boosted Boys use for their sequential frickin' transmissions and their 1,000 horsepower Hondas.
That thing is badass.
So this is a torque vectoring LSD. So this thing is like the Mac Daddy of frickin' differentials.
This was in there, though.
What is that?
That's like
It's like paint. No, it's paint off this.
Oh.
That's paint chips or something.
Dude, that thing looks spicy. I am really happy with it.
Yeah, that's really, really freaking awesome that we got something like this. Don't want to pull it out.
Does no O-ring go in there?
No, there's one right here.
Oh, it's sitting there.
Yeah, I would transfer it to this when we put it back. But yeah,
well,
that's the gem of this whole
Yeah, this is the whole reason I bought it. Though I mean, it is built essentially.
I mean, yeah, Tristan could have bought just like a newly remanufactured one or a used one for significantly cheaper, like much cheaper.
Yeah.
But then we'd have to do a lot of work transferring over more parts, as well as it's just another stock unit that might die. This one is effectively a built transmission. I'm unsure what type of clutches are in it. We'll have to check the receipts that Tristan
birds. We're trying to make YouTube videos.
Unsure what kind of clutches are in there, like I just said.
I think they might be stock because he didn't tell me about any of like the actual clutches being like anything more than stock. He just said it was rebuilt, but then he gave me receipts on all the.
How long ago was this whole thing rebuilt?
He said about 3 years ago, and he said he's put about, I think, 15,000 miles on it because it was more like a as far as I understand, it was more of a garage queen than it was like a daily driver.
I see.
Which, I mean, I would totally believe it. So I would never... I mean, I bought this for a daily driver, but I wouldn't normally buy this for a daily driver.
Now, this thing is like for... I mean, this is one thing we were talking about, going with like a LSD, like a Phantom grip, or even a... I forget what it's called. There's another one that's a bit better of design. Intense used to make them, but it was like a clutch. Not even really, it's just a spring that would force the spider gears out. That's like the bare minimum LSD people do, but they require rebuilds, especially if you're racing. And since Tristan's going to be dailying it, this is like the unit. The only other one you might be able to get is the GM Torsion. And the Torsion is like same price, maybe a bit more expensive, and I would say probably just as rare or more rare to find.
Yeah, we went through a lot of different options with this thing, and well, this one just seemed like the right one. More expensive than I wanted to spend on my transmission, but it just seemed like a freaking great, just a great
I want to take some
option.
photos before we put it back on. Oh, you're checking the pan. That looks like the aluminum pan.
Interesting. Oh, it is. It's
Yeah,
just
a
painted
ZZ
black. Nice.
ZZP aluminum
Hey,
pan.
guess what? I have a ZZP
That's a good
aluminum
one.
oil pan
That one
now.
I bet people want. I mean, all the other parts they'll definitely want too, but...
So now I got an extra one of them for sale.
Yep.
I'll probably sell the, I guess, non-painted one since that one's already on the transmission.
Yeah, no reason not to.
Oh yeah, we should. And if he does, I think Davis already said this in the video. If it doesn't have a shift kit, we'll probably put one in because they're extremely easy. And that would be a great video of an install.
Yeah, because we have to take off the back cover, which are notoriously hard to get back on. We're going to be hopefully fabricating our own transmission stand to adapt to the transmission stand here. I don't know where we have one that's made for a 4L60E, so it just basically comes off this.
Oh yeah, I don't even know where that one went.
And it holds onto the side of it. Since this is a, front wheel drive transmission, we need a different unit.
Yeah, it would have to be like the orientation would have to be completely different from what he's talking about. That we'd have to manufacture ourselves.
Basically, this part here will attach to the bell housing up front like this, and it'll be angled like that, and then that way we can work on the transmission downwards. So we are working with gravity, and nothing will ever be able to fall out of it because it's going to be orientated down.
Dude, this guy bought a badass. Like he bought everything for this thing, pretty much. Like he spared no expense. It seems like.
Yeah,
and,
this is
and
such a
of course
gem.
it outlasted his engine.
Yeah.
You know.
So this thing's going to be a serious badass unit, because even just in the video where we went drive around the Bonneville and flooring it, and you're seeing like 7 pounds of boost. I mean, you're getting major torque steer.
Yeah, you do.
Just on the road.
And this should help that entirely.
Yeah,
and just produce a better launch.
Should eliminate it. You'll get a much better launch, much more consistently, and especially now that you have your Achilles tires. I mean, I don't see why you could, I don't know, we'd have to look at your old time slips, but you could easily get into like ZZP says the 1.6 60-foot. That's what my Mustang did when it ran 11.
I think so I don't know about we'd have to go back and check the time slip in the video, but the fastest the Bonneville ever went was a 13.76. And like I said, I don't know anything else on the time slip than that, but that's how quick it went, and it should go quite a bit quicker now with these components.
Oh yeah, now that the engine's going to be running good and tuned, as well as the LSD here, you'll get much better times.
Yeah, we just need to get it fully tuned now, because as soon as the transmission started making a whole bunch of racket, I just stopped tuning it and decided that I would just daily it, because it still needs a few more poles in it.
Yeah, and you don't want to blow up your transmission before you got this. So
yeah, exactly.
I think the plan of action for this thing is similar to what we do when we swap Tristan's engine in the Bonneville. We'll just take like a weekend or maybe even an extended time, but we know that we can have the engine out in a couple hours. Like we can have the full thing in and out in like 4 hours.
Yeah, we could.
So we take the motor out, but now we have to transfer over parts. So that's the only thing that might take some more time.
Yeah, which is why I think what I'm going to probably do is I'm probably going to take a few days off of work, and we shouldn't be delving too far into it. Just taking the side cover off.
Just a cover, and then if it has hopefully it has a shift kit, so we don't have to do it.
I mean, I probably won't do the first and second gear. No, it's actually, I think, the fourth gear upgrades that you have to go further in the transmission to actually change. But like the accumulator, which is the first to second and then second to third, directly under the, or they're in right next to the filter. So
Yeah.
you just drop the pan and it's right there.
But
So
valve
it's super
body
easy.
work we'll be able to do because we have to take the valve body off.
Yeah, just to get to the chain.
I'll have to review the video. Yeah, you have to remove the valve body to get to the chain, right?
I believe you do, but we'll have to watch that video. You have to.
You'd have to.
Because it's right there, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, and with the transmission mount that we'll be welding up, we need to actually do some measurements on this and purchase some metal for that.
Yeah, we might have to do that soon.
There's actually, I found out in one of Jin Jim's videos, there's a, I'll put the name right here, what it is, but it's a supply chain of metal where you can literally buy any piece, any size, any material, metal, literally a one-off piece. You can buy an inch of steel, and they have locations across the United States. They actually have a location in Portland, so we can select specifically the exact type of material and size, so for the mount that we'll be building, and just go pick it up like 10 minutes away.
That'd be pretty easy, and then we just have to weld it.
Yep.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, and like I said, all we're doing is basically recreating this thing. So this outer red part, and then another one of these. So basically it will orientate this facing this way. That way we can bolt it up to the subframe. That's all we need.
Oh, shit.
But that Quaife thing, that is like, that Quaife LSD, that's the gem of this whole thing.
It really is.
That's what's going to make this thing badass. And this is literally going to bring the Bonneville to the next level.
Like, I mean, I don't expect it to ever break into the 12s, but if it ever did, that would make me so happy.
Well, yeah, just add more power.
To know that, like, my freaking grandma sedan can achieve that.
Probably
is crazy.
pushing close to 300 wheel horsepower.
Should be. I would hope that it's
And
at
your
300.
previous setup, you ran a 13.7. That's what my Mustang did completely stock. And my Mustang comes with 270 like wheel horsepower stock. Back then, you had similar mods. I don't know what kind of like pulley you're running or whatnot. You had your full
I could
stack.
guess. I think it was the 3.4 pulley. I think it was intercooled. It had to have been intercooled at that time.
But you
what
had your
else was
shitty
done?
intercooler system at that point.
Yeah.
You had your shift kit done.
Shift kit. I don't think I have
So if
much
you can
else
run a
done.
13.7 with this, I don't know why you couldn't run like a low 13 or even a high 12.
Yeah, high 12 would be so freaking cool.
You really don't need a lot to get into the 12s.
And now that I got a better tire too, because that was all on like that was on the BFG
245s.
245s all seasons. So now that I'm on summer tires, it seems
Bro.
it seems like I haven't gained any more traction because of the added power.
But I mean,
So
once you have
with-
the differential, you'll know.
That's probably true.
Also, you really haven't been getting on it since you found out that it needs to be. It goes up here. Yeah, like that.
You're right. I mean, I also haven't taken it anywhere besides on a road. So
Yeah.
roads aren't the best place to get traction for
That's
something
true.
like that. So,
I mean, I would say you're probably making more power now.
oh, I'd have to be. Since we added the cam more, well, I won't say more boost. It's actually kind of less boost because of the cam, but
More effective.
yeah.
Now
it
you got to
should be.
pulley down. Well, we need to figure out your intake temps and then pulley down.
Yeah, we definitely need to figure out the intake temps and just the intercooler. The intake temps are fine. It's the intercooler that's not effective.
Well, no, you're like running up to like 130 degrees or 100, like when it idles, even higher.
Yeah, and like the cold air intake is doing its job. Every time I drive it, it is significantly colder than after intercooler. I think it just is the intercooler being ineffective at cooling.
Yeah.
So I think that's really
Time
what
to
is the
add some
limiting
methanol.
factor on that.
Time to add some methanol.
Methanol, or just like actually do a better intercooler system. I think I just need a better aftercooler or more airflow. Like me and Davis have been talking about it for a while. We're thinking about cutting up the bumper so that